Hey everyone. So today I am hoping to discuss, quickly, I'm hoping to discuss the film Sunnyside starring Joey Travolta. Now, of course, that is John Travolta's brother, for anybody who may have recognized the Travolta name. Joey's career, of course, it didn't quite take off to the same degree that his brother's career did. And if I'm not mistaken, too, I think at least this movie was released the same week as Grease, which kind of sucks for Joey because Greece would go on to become the cultural fucking touchstone slash phenomenon that it did and still is to this day. And Sunnyside, no one's heard of this. I love this movie. I've seen this movie. I used to watch this movie a bunch when I was a little kid. I tracked it down when I got older, and I still really like this movie. It's funny, I always felt kind of bad for Joey Travolta because I felt that even though he was like his range was limited, I still felt that he kind of got the short end of things. Like his career should have went a little further than it did, because I know he was in this, and I know he was. Fuck. The only other thing I can think of off the top of my head was he had that episode of Simon and Simon where he plays the rock star about the promoter overselling the tickets to the stadium where he's performing, and it just kind of feels like no matter what Joey Travolta attempted to do, it was just like he was always going to be locked forever in his brother's shadow. Now, John Travolta, of course, he did have two massive films from way back. Now that being Grease and Saturday Night Fever. These are movies that we still talk about today. So, poor Joey, like every time he tried to step up, his brother fucking shot up. You know what I mean? And this movie's fun. What it is, Joey plays the head of a gang, and or at least he's always talking about how he wants to leave the gang life, even though I really have to say, he really makes no effort to. He'll say it to his girlfriend. His girlfriend's like, hey, we got to get out of this life. You're going to get killed, whatever. And he's like, look, I got a plan. I'm working on a way out. Don't worry about it. And then 2 minutes later, he's doing some gang shit. So I don't know. I don't understand men in these movies. Like, the girl's like, yo, dude, you're going to die. And he's like, don't worry about it. I'm out of here. I'm done. No more gang stuff. I'm free and clear. This is it. And then he's off doing gangster shit again. This movie is, again, like I said, no exception there. He says he's going to quit the gang, and then he goes back and does gang stuff. And the whole time, the movie does do a really good job of sort of showing his family's side of it, like his girlfriend, his mom, and his brother. His brother, who has a lot of talent, like he's a talented artist, and I kept kind of getting this vibe like the brother was going to get killed because he keeps trying to like help Joey Travolta out with his gang shit, and it's like, oh man, the talented brother with the future, he's gonna fucking get clipped. And then you've got Joey Travolta's girlfriend, and she's trying to get him out too, and his mom hates it, and I just don't believe that Travolta wants to leave the gang life in this movie. And he's warring it out with the other gang, and sort of like this cigarette superiority thing going on where they're selling cartons of smokes, and the one gang's trying to take over the whole city while Travolta's gang is attempting to hold on to their turf. And it all culminates in this massive shootout gang fight at the end where Travolta's character is killed. And that completely caught me off guard because I thought this whole movie that it was definitely going to be his brother that got clipped, and then Travolta was going to learn the lesson about the ills of gang life, and maybe he was actually going to leave with Donna, his girlfriend, and make his mom, like, at least happy about that. But no, he dies. And I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, his poor girlfriend and his poor mom, and his poor brother. And I was convinced his brother was going to die. I'm telling you, man, this movie was setting it up to have us believe that Travolta's brother was going to die. But no, it's Travolta. And I thought that was pretty clever. Well, I suppose clever shouldn't be the word used here. Well, fuck it, I'm using it. It's kind of clever because, like I said, I thought the brother was going to die. And so when Travolta got shot at the end and he's lying there in the garbage down the alleyway, it was like a bit of a shock. And I liked that because these movies from this period, they weren't really basing things on shock. It was hopefully going to be like a character driven, more story driven narrative where, you were just going to fall in love with what was going on with the story or whatever. But yeah, I thought this movie was great. I thought this movie was great for years. Can understand why a lot of people have never bothered to check it out. It is very typical in a lot of ways, but I absolutely love the 70s. I love the wardrobes. I love the cars. I love the atmosphere. I love everything about that decade. So that probably plays into why I like this movie as well. But look, I am going to go because this is a little over 5 minutes. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little over 5 minutes while I discussed the little known. Christ, I don't even remember when this movie came out. 78, 79, right? Whenever I think this movie came out the same week as Grease. But yeah, if you liked this review of Sunnyside, don't forget to do something nice for someone. Have a good night. I'm going to go do something exciting. No, I'm not. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.